Welcome to my video series, the top 10 gentrifying zips in the USA. Now, before we get to number 10, I want to give you a little direction on what you're going to look for in general. And that is, the first thing you need to look for is high rent, low ownership areas. You want to focus on neighborhoods with strong rental but lower ownership rates. These often give you better cash flow results. Now, the property condition, you want to seek out properties with cosmetic issues, tax liens, foreclosures. These can all be found on typical software. They're often priced below market, and that's going to be your key, is to get into below market deals. Often, these sellers are motivated. If you're not in an area with motivated sellers, you don't have a deal. And that's one of the biggest things I've learned in wholesale real estate is no matter what you're doing, you have to make sure that you have motivated sellers. Now, you can use direct mail. You can also use driving for dollars. You can find local wholesalers that no other can find owners who are eager to sell. So those are the first things that you do, is look for high rent, low ownership areas. Number two, and take a look at what the current market is really telling us. Well, the commercial real estate, CRE market, is experiencing a wave of distress, and you can see that all over America, where buyers are having to sell, having to move out, are really distressed in their ability to pay. This is especially true in office and mixed-use properties. Now, before we get to the end of the video, I want to interrupt this to remind you to subscribe and hit that like button to access any of my wholesale resale content. Now, back to our video. Nearly $1 trillion in CRE debt is maturing and leading to defaults and deep discounts. And that's important because you've got these big cities, $1 trillion of debt is maturing. So what's that going to lead to? Defaults, people moving out. So you've got the opportunity for discounts. You've just got to be in the right areas, which we're going to show you to look at. Cities like Chicago, Atlanta, and Houston, all of which we're going to talk about, are seeing increased distressed inventory. While some Belt cities, such as Phoenix, Tampa, they remain hotbeds right now. But that could be changing as we go on. So you want to go into the Rust Belt areas right now. Private equity firms are aggressively targeting these markets, signaling a once-in-a-generation buying window for small investors. So you're going to find out which cities to go to, how to get into them, and how to be successful. There are plenty of websites you can go to find out about that. Just go on the web and type it in. And number three, investment strategy. How are you going to approach this? Well, there's short-term versus long-term investment strategy, and that's the wholesale or the flip. How are you going to do this? You can assign contracts or flip distressed properties for quick profits. We've all done that in basic wholesale strategies. This is ideal in fast-moving markets with investor demand. And then for distressed rentals or property that you want to turn in to rental type properties, or properties that increase the value of the neighborhood, you might go into a long-term buy and hold. Acquire rentals in appreciating neighborhoods with strong job growth is one thing you can do. Renovate and refine your strategy by refinancing properties to build equity and passive income. And that is one excellent way to build your passive income. And there's a hybrid approach that I want to talk to you about. Start with wholesaling and build capital, then transition into long-term holds for wealth accumulation. Now, these are all things that we're going to touch on, but very important that as you build your strategy in these cities, that you have a comprehensive approach. And that's what we're going to work on. So we're going to start with number 10, go to number 1, and help you find the 10 best markets for wholesale real estate and distressed rentals in the U.S. So make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to access any of my wholesale real estate training. And we look forward to seeing you on future videos.